Gotham is not just on fire, it's been burning for years. Let's talk about that in this video. Hello, everyone. Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, we're going to cover the final arc of Batman Dark Patterns, in which Batman must decide whether he's salvaging the city or just its ashes. This is issues 10 through 12, and it is the last case, Child of Fire, the culminating three-issue arc of Dan Waters and Hayden Sherman's 12-issue series. The clues, the pain, the patterns, it all leads here. Every mystery, every massacre, every scar carved into the city's underbelly converges now in this the last few issues. So, if you're not familiar, I have three other videos covering the first three cases of this series. I have said it once and I'll say it again. I think pound for pound, this is the best Batman series that is on the shelves, and it is culminating as of this video coming out. Issue 12 is coming out as well, which is why I wanted to do one last video to recap and cap everything off. Um, Writer Dan Waters' plotting finally pays off. The overarching story that he's been threading through Gotham's wounds now lands with purpose, while artist Hayden Sherman's and colors by Tríona Farrell present Gotham as a battlefield, as a victim. Sherman's panels shout the toll, broken buildings, broken men, and a broken mission. This is a Batman as a survivor, not a hero. Issue 10 kicks off with the final case, with an arsonist turning Gotham into his design. The flame becomes the language, and Batman becomes an interpreter and also the target. And meanwhile, issue 11 escalates as the city burns, alliances fracture, and Batman confronts not just a criminal, but a whole system he's been propping up. And lastly, the issue number 12 closes the circle. The design is finally revealed, and the detective wound is laid bare, and the knight steps out of the fire changed. Yeah, Waters' writing here just completes this story in a fantastic way. The patterns Batman has chased over the past few cases, the systemic neglect, the trauma, the crooked architecture, fear as a currency, they all converge into this one final design. I think there's a lot of really cool ideas here. The legacy of fire and ruin, right? This arc shows how Gotham uses destruction as a blueprint for control. The arsonist is less of a villain and more of a blueprint for all this. We also have the price that Batman has to pay, Batman's toll. Sherman draws Batman not as untouchable, but worn, bruised, haunted, maybe worn thin. The city scars him as much as he scars it. And then, of course, the completion of a pattern. All the earlier arcs, We Are the Wounded, Voice of the Tower, Paradolia, they were all sketches for this final drawing in which Water pulls back the curtain on the design and behind all this chaos. And then lastly, we have the illusion of control, where Batman learns that detecting patterns doesn't mean controlling them. He sees the lines, someone else made the diagram. So it is just incredible stuff. I can't believe that this series has come together in such a way. The series was also always designed as a 12-issue maxi series with the four 3-issue cases. So this final arc completes everything that they had been thinking of and setting together, as we see Waters and Sherman's architectural metaphor of Gotham as a design of dysfunction. uh, I think that this issue and this arc really brings what makes Batman very interesting to me. The detective aspect of it, the fact that he's not unbeatable, he is not unfallible, and he's often wrong. And I think that Dan Waters and Hayden Sherman really bring that to the surface. Whether it's Sherman's haunting arc, which really this Batman feels like he is on the brink of collapse. He's losing his mind. He's losing the war, and he's losing the city. He doesn't have the support system that he's built over the years, because the story takes place earlier on in his career. In the meanwhile, Dan Waters just puts him through the ringer with all these different cases. The disappointment, the twists, the turns, the allies that might not be allies, the surprise villains, and then, of course, the last test, the Child of Fire. Uh, it's an incredible book. If you have not read any of the Batman Dark Patterns, go to your library. and just, or whenever this comes out collected, go to your library or go to the shop and pick up the 12 issue series. It's going to be something that I feel like it's gonna go down as a classic for DC Comics history. Yeah, just this is going on my immediate recommendation list for anyone that is interested in any Batman book. Not only because it's a very well told, very well architecture story, but because Hayden Sherman's art is really on a whole other level. I think he's doing some of the best work of his career, and this is not even including the stuff that he's doing over at Absolute Wonder Woman. So yeah, if you want a story that is gritty, that is dark, that makes you think, that makes you question, that even is Batman in the right at any point, this is the one you want to check out. So with issues 10 through 12, Batman Dark Patterns doesn't just wrap up the story, it honors the wounds that it's been mapping. The team delivers on the architecture of this world. In the meanwhile, Sherman shows the fractures, that Gotham is a battlefield. Batman is now this war torn soldier, and this series gives him a reckoning that he's earned. If you follow from the start or just arriving now, this arc is your destination. The design is complete. The detective has stepped out of the shadows. Now, I want to throw it back to you. Did this arc change how you view Batman or the series overall? Drop a comment on which pattern in Gotham do you think still remains. If you're a fan of detective driven, psychological, sharp Batman stories, make sure to hit like and help more readers like you find this run, find this series of Batman. And if you're new here, make sure to go check out the previous videos for the other arcs in this series and subscribe for more comic reviews every week. We'll take a look at some more stuff, including maybe a look back at Dark Patterns and how everything lines up. So thanks for watching, and make sure to go to your comic shop and pick this up as soon as you can. As always, thank you very much,